Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Madcapper and this is another video on Watcher of Realms. Last time we took a look at Gear Raid 118. It is time for Gear Raid 218. I have maybe a little spoiler, something else that's going to be coming down the pipeline. But before I do that, once again, I want to thank you all. This is the best start I could have hoped for this channel. Please keep it going. Like, subscribe if you haven't watched this, or if you haven't, subscribed and you're watching this. Do me the favor, it's free to you. It means the world to me. Watch as much of this as you can. Like it, share it, and help grow the channel so I can do more videos. I'm really looking forward to the I Built Them So You Don't Have To series, the series I did for Raid Shadow Legends, looking at unheralded epics, bringing that over to Watcher of Realms. So I'd love to do that, but gearing, especially the skills in this game, gearing costs effort, time, and money. And so if I can make that money a zero effort, right? The money coming in from YouTube pays for the epics. That'd be great. So help me out by subscribing this and getting everyone you know. We're looking for 3,000 hours watched. We're looking for 500 subs to monetize this channel and put that money back into the game, back into the channel to make guides for you. That said, let's get on to Gear Raid 218. I'm going to do a little spoiler for you guys before we get into Gear Raid 18. Yes, you can see that. Oh, you can't see it because I'm in the way. You know what? I learned something from Ash. Let's move over. Let's do that. There we go. Here, let me just center this a bit. There we go. Let's not hide the stuff on the left-hand side with the ultimates. That's probably helpful. I didn't do that on the last one. Thank you, Ash. That's a good reminder. Watching one of his videos today. And remind us creators to get out of the way sometimes. So here we are. This is actually stage 20. I just passed 19 today, just mere moments ago. So probably next week, so a week away, I'm going to post the Gear Raid 19s. If I can get all three of them, or at least this one, because this is the first one I've passed. It was a doozy. There was a lot of language, but we were able to do it. That said, today is about Gear Raid 18. So again, let's turn off that Power of Dominance and I'll show you how I did it with my account. Now, by this time, I actually had really good champions, but we kind of play this out the same way. So here's Gear Raid 18. This is the team I use. We are using 3 healers of Hopw, Aylin, which by the way, Aylin, if you do not know, is kind of a boss. She's kind of a champ. I love her. And especially in Gear Raid 19, she was the savior. We also have Hopw. We have Decimus here. That's for Gear Raid 19. Gear Raid 18, we don't need that. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in... I didn't actually have her when I originally completed this. So let's bring in who we actually did have. I believe I used a Dolores. I believe I didn't use a Sadie. And I believe I used that and probably... God, I wish I could remember who I used. Actually, we did use a Sadie. I take that back. I think we used a Sadie on the first run, but I don't think you need her. Let's do this. Something different. All right, so this is the team we're going to come in with. The key is, similar to most of these ones, we have a Sandstorm that's doing some damage. So we have these dudes coming in. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in, we're actually going to wait. We're going to allow him to gain some speed. Hit us up. And then we're going to do that. Actually, let's bring you this. Okay. And we're going to put some heals in the back line. The reason why I like her here is because she has AoE heals. She's going to heal everyone. She's going to be enough to keep him alive in the short term until we get our boy here. Now we've got some multiple heals. He's got an unkillable piece there. That's why I'm not too worried about it with Regulus. That said, we're going to take a hit here soon. But I'm pretty sure I can survive his bashes, so I'm not too worried about it. We have a couple healers up. I'm going to put one more healer soon. But what's going to happen here is he's going to Earth Shake, which is not too bad. So we're going to take that first Earth Shake. And then we're going to pop her ult. So that every time he restarts his Earth Shakes, we're going to be near full. And then we're just going to follow it up with our vortex. That's going to keep us alive through the initial hits. We're going to bring, I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll place them on the top line here. We're going to bring Hollow over here for extra coverage. Now, at this point, if you are a little bit weaker and you have to pull someone away from your team in order for survivability, which sometimes you have to do, you're going to pull your nuker away. If that is the case, if you are a person that has to do that, that's fine. Just have 2 nukers. So I have a second nuker in the background, Komet, waiting to go. If my Silas wasn't able to survive, which originally my Silas did not survive, I actually pulled him through the Earthshake, and then I put down Hasput after the Earthshake. So we're going to now pop Regulus's ult. That's going to help mitigate some of that damage. Also, if you need to, now I have her just in case. You see I've got my Dolores ready to go. That's if I need the damage when these guys are coming in. I don't think I need them, but if I do, it's available. Now, also, if you have Sadie and you want to use the Sadie strat instead, you'd be using Sadie instead of Dolores is what I would do, and just aim for better survivability over better damage. I really don't need ults here. I think I'm kind of past that point now, which is fine, even without the bonus. But now we're going to be able to pop an ult. I kind of popped her a little bit early. That's fine. And what I'm going to do... yeah, we'll do that. Well, that's fine. We're going to pull him back right away anyway. That's just going to help speed this up, because he's not going to be able to survive those earthquakes. So that's fine. Pull him back. Again, we're going to pop that. We're going to pop that. That's going to hopefully get our ults back. Now he should be approaching pretty soon. Okay. And now I don't need Hollow anymore. We're going to pop in our secondary DPS just to speed things up. And even though we don't have ults here, because I messed up my timing so bad because this team is so much quicker than it was, I'm getting those extra damage pieces here. I'm getting the extra damage from her to the rest of the team so that they can just do more damage. Hopefully, I was kind of hoping we'd get an ult up in time. Here, let's pop his ult for survivability. And once we get Silas up, we are done. This was actually sloppier than because the timings were off, because I was literally doing more damage than normal. It was actually messed it up a little bit, but there it is in its basics. So I'm going to walk this through a little bit slower for you, just so you get an understanding of what I'm trying to do. We're going to bring up the mini map, and I'm going to talk my way through, or we'll do the fight one more time. I'll tell you what, we'll do the fight one more time, and we'll talk about what the strategy is here. The starting strategy, if I was lower level and wasn't able to quite get through this in time, the starting strategy: put your first nuker down. Actually, sorry. Get ready with your first defender, and you're going to want to wait till the last second, because you're going to be taking the sandstorm damage. There's going to be continual tick. Now I'm using the lion here, and actually I would put him back one. I had him before a little bit higher up. And then we're just going to put our nuker down with. And then, see, I would actually, there's an epic healer. So if you don't have Aelin, you'd be putting him in. And he's going to be able to heal you quite fine. Then you're going to put Dolores down. Dolores is just so that you have her available for you. And then we're going to get your secondary healer here. Now, this is your core team. Now, what I normally had to do at this point is I actually removed him because he wouldn't survive. Also, if your Dolores can't survive these hits, don't put her down. You don't need her here. All you need is one healer and your nuker and your defender, and then pull the rest back. Like, I could literally pull these back and just be running this and let it happen, right? So you're going to see that first hit. You're going to see the second hit. Now, if you're taking more damage, at this point, you can pop Vortex's ult. That's going to be enhanced healing as well as the shield for surplus. That's going to be some survivability there. Once that's done, now you can get your second DPS down. You can get your second tank down. And now you have the core of your team. You're going to want to put your backup heals or your secondary heals in the background there. And just as I was before, now I'm ready to take this team on. If you would like, at this point now, we actually have better coverage with our heals, so I can put a secondary DPS on this left-hand side, which I will once Silas is back up and ready. Again, if Silas is not survivable, or whoever your secondary DPS is not survivable enough, do not worry about putting them down. You can use absolutely what you have and wait until the Earthshake's done and wait until he comes and actually comes towards you. So I can actually put him across here and get tons of extra damage and clear early. Now, this all depends on what your team can handle. If this Earthshake is going to kill you, don't put that guy down beforehand. And what I would actually do before is I would pull him back again. And you see she's actually not going to be able to survive. That's fine. Oh, he didn't survive also. I didn't realize that. That's fine. Right, let the shots happen. Once he's done, you can put your heals. Sorry, I don't want to put her there. Yeah, put your heals back down. Put her back down. Get your nuke back up. I should have put him in the front spot, but whatever. I should have. Oh, I don't have anyone available in time. I messed that up. All right, so let's go through this a little bit slower. This is if I didn't have the survivability I do have. This is how I would go about it. All right, let's play this again a second time. This time I'm going to take my time, explain what's going on if you don't have some survivability. First thing you're going to want to do is you want to put down your first defender at the last possible moment. That way you're preserving as much of their health as possible, which is going to help you with your survivability. So I could put him down right now, but why? Why not wait until right here when he's just about to hit? Then you're good. Now, if you don't have survivability, give yourself some heals first before you put down your DPS. Now you got your DPS, you got your heals, your defender's safe. Baron is a great substitute for Olog and Regulus. You can use him interchangeably. I'm sure some of the other ones would work just as well too, though I don't necessarily use them. All right, now you're going to withdraw your nuker. So you only have these two on the field. If they can't survive, you need your Vortex to be able to survive. That's part of the reason why we have the Frozen, the Northerner Epic leader for the extra stats. Now he's going to be able to heal them both. Now you're going to take this first hit. Just gauge where you're at. Not enough damage. Don't worry about it. Okay, that's below half. Let's get a super heal in there. Boom. Notice how that survived. That saved his ass. Without it, he'd be dead. That's a triple hit. Now we can go back to our primary nuker. Now we can put down our other defense. Now we've got our basic for our team. We're ready to go. If you want to speed up the damage, you can put Dolores in at this point. I'm going to. Why not? She probably won't survive the hits because we don't have Sadie to mitigate, but that's fine. I actually shouldn't have put her down second. We can cheat and put her down. What I normally do is you can also stagger Oleg once forward, which you can put I've forgotten her name right now, and I feel bad. The Northerner Queen. You can put her down behind because she has the ability to give additional heals or additional shields, to the team. So that's something that could help as well. If you needed the help here, see now we're going to get some hits here. I'm going to have to remove him. I removed him a little bit early, but that's fine. Right? She's not going to live. Actually, I don't think he's going to live either. There we go. Boom. We get some nice shields. There we go. Secondary heals. Very important. Now I can put down my original nuker back, and now we have nukes again. Okay? So now we've got the third round of them. It's a rinse repeat. I forgot I changed my Dolores. My Dolores usually can actually just barely survive those, but I used a Sadie strat. I'm trying to do this without Sadie so you can see what it's like. 19 I could not do without Sadie. I'm going to pop his ult here because I know I have Hollow in the back, and we're going to be able to put her up to give us some extra survivability here, or some extra revive. Heals, whatever. You know what I mean. I mean rage. Rage regen. It's one of those days. All right, so we're just about to clear. Now, again, the nukes are going to happen. I'm probably not going to remove my guy. We're going to do this, though. Boom. After the first one, I'm going to use her ult. She's going to regen health so quickly right now. Her pulses are just continuously rehealing. It's very nice. Keeps everyone alive. And then we're going to pop this to get everyone's ults ready for when he comes back up. Now, when he comes forward, which he's just going to do now we can bring in our secondary nuker. And I don't know how much she's going to be helpful, but why not? And now we just destroy. We're also going to have our Silas back now because we used Hopw to up his. And now our main nuker is just going to take pure damage shots at this guy. He's not going to last that long. This is what happens. It's very nice. And there he is, dead. So I hope that was helpful. I hope I slowed down, gave you some different options. Basically, it's 2 healers with a third is a nice to have. Sadie, of course, you can put Sadie in there instead. I didn't even really use Dolores because I forgot the gear change, so she didn't survive the hits. You could bring her in at the very end. You can drop her. Honestly, you could, depending on how your heals are, you could drop her after the first set of Earth Shakes. She can probably survive 2 sets of them. And then you pop Hollow's ult right after you drop her so that you can get her ult ready for when you have to actually kill the boss. If you're having problems killing the boss. Either way, that's the finish. That's how I finished this one. I hope that was a little bit helpful for you. But in the next video, we're going to do Gear Raid 3 for you. And then, hopefully Gear Raid 19's in the next week, as well as maybe a feature look at Vladov, one of my favorite epics. And we're going to get this ball rolling. Just so you are aware, I'm going to be doing videos every second day on the channel for now. I don't want to oversaturate content that I don't feel is worth it to you, or at least worth it to someone. So I daily content, I'm a little bit leery about. I do have a second channel. I'm going to do an alternating days of content. So that'll have Raid. This will have, obviously, Watcher of Realms, and it'll be every second day. But if I'm ever at the point where I think I have a good enough catalog to do daily, I might do daily, maybe every second day. Maybe the second day will just be a news update or some kind of update. Let me know in the comments down below. Maybe there's something you'd like to see that you don't feel people are really focusing on. Let me know, and I'll do my best to do a video out there for you. That said, that's all I have for you today. I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. And most importantly, please be kind, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.